Tonight, 3 words are sparking a lot of debate: critical race theory.
And people at home have probably heard the phrase, and now lawmakers are debating, Wendy, a bill that would ban it from Georgia schools. So tonight, we have live Team 2 coverage looking at what both sides say this means and whether anything could actually change in our schools. We start with Channel 2's Matt Johnson with the arguments from both sides.
It changes the way our children look at the world.
The debate over critical race theory has always inspired strong opinions from parents.
I think it's a message of fear.
Now it could inspire new laws that could affect what children learn in public schools.
Yes. Would they be allowed to talk about George Floyd or Breonna Taylor?
Republican State Senator Bo Hatchett defended his bill in front of Democrats on Monday. SB 377 looks to ban, quote, divisive concepts like critical race theory in Georgia public schools.
I think the divisive concept that we're trying to prevent is for a teacher to look at a student and say, because of the color of your skin, you should feel discomfort. You should feel guilt. You should feel anguish.
Another bill, HB 888, would cut a school's funding if a teacher taught a curriculum that suggested the United States is a systemically racist country.
One complaint by someone else could once again take 10% of that funding. It is very concerning.
Critical race theory is not currently part of Georgia public school curriculum. Some consider it a way of looking at how racism affects society. Senator Hatchett called his bill proactive when asked by Democrats to list examples of CRT in Georgia schools.
Sometimes you can have proactive instead of reactive legislation.
But how to define critical race theory isn't universally agreed upon. That's what KSU professor Jillian Ford says has led to some confusion.
Because they don't actually know what critical race theory is or does, it has become a general catch-all term for what they call wokeness.
Laura Judge is a Cobb County mom who says she trusts teachers to know what's appropriate in classrooms.
Our teachers are amazing. I feel that it's questioning them and hurting them.
Channel 2's Matt Johnson back out with us live now. And Matt, we heard that one parent right there say the bill could actually take money away from schools if they violated the rules. Would there be a way, let's say, if they did that, to get that money back?
Well, George, HB 888 proposes taking money away from the Quality Basic Education program that funds schools directly. If a school is punished under this bill, they could get that money back within 45 days, but they'd have to submit a plan to the State Board of Education proving how they're going to change their curriculum. George.
Again, a lot of back and forth here, but again, 2 sides to every story, including this one. Matt, thank you. So Matt just mentioned here 2 bills, basically the opposite of each other. Channel 2's Richard Elliott covers the Capitol for us every day. He continues our Team 2 coverage now with a look at the likelihood that either of these bills pass.
Senator Hatchett's bill relating to critical race theory does have actually a pretty good chance of passing the General Assembly. Remember that it is an election year, and critical race theory is one of the national GOP talking points. A lot of lawmakers in this building are running for re-election. That increases its chances. Senator Anderson's bill has a little bit less of a chance of passing. However, she does point out that this was not introduced in response to the critical race theory bill. She actually dropped this bill a year before Senator Hatchett dropped his bill. That could increase its chances of passing at least a little bit. At the state capitol, I'm Richard Elliott, WSB Tonight.
So all this talk about critical race theory, but a new poll shows most people admit they really actually don't even understand it, Wendy.
No, George. I think a lot of people are very familiar with the phrase, but come take a look at these results here. The group called COVID States Project is made up of 4 schools, including Harvard, and they interviewed 1,900 people in December. Only 30% said they are extremely or very familiar with critical race theory. In total, only 27% said they supported it. 29% opposed and 44% were just not sure.